Hello everyone. It is July 11th, 2018. My name is Kate and I am here to give you a reading. I called out to the universe today and asked them to guide me in picking a card layout that would bring a message to all who have the luck to view this video. By the way, this is the first time I've ever done this, and so pardon my mistakes. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to see all of the cards as well as I would like, but that said, let's just go on with the reading. First card. Oh, by the way, I am using Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck. It is my favorite. I love all of her decks, and you will see that I use most of her cards because I just love them. So the first card, Isis. Oh my God, she's so strong. She's so powerful. Her message is about balancing career and home life, and I have a feeling there's a lot of us out there who are really struggling. We don't like our jobs. We don't like where we're at in our life. We feel like we're just stuck in the muck. And she's here to guide you. She's here to give you strength to be able to get beyond this. Let's see what other cards we've got, because this is just the beginning. I'm sorry, this is my really old cat, Belle, who's meowing. She just always has to put her 2 cents in. This card, White Terra, Purification. This is about purifying within you your intentions, purifying what drives you to continue living the life the way that it is. Like, oh, I have to work this job because there's nothing else out there for me. I have to stay in this relationship. I'll never find anybody. I'll never find the perfect job. It's about paying attention to what you're saying and in your head and listening to it, because when you say that stuff, it just keeps you stuck. Just keeps you stuck and keeps bringing to you that, because what you talk about in your head is what you create in your reality. I love this because, first of all, this is Kuan Yin. She is the goddess of compassion and mercy. She's the goddess of unconditional love, and she asks us all to love each other unconditionally and to love ourselves unconditionally. And she's asking you to let it go. Well, the funny thing, I just had to giggle. First of all, this is my Kuan Yin goddess figure. White Terra is a facet of Kuan Yin. So here we have 2 Kuan Yin cards. She's asking you to let it go. Let go of that crap in your head that holds you back. And let go of hating yourself. And let go of judgment of others, because that's what holds you back in life. Persistence. Lu, he's a sun god. He's very bright. He's very strong. And he says, this is not easy. You know, getting in touch with what you're thinking, paying attention to where you're trapping yourself in your thoughts and in your life, letting it all go, it's not easy. But keep it up, because it becomes a habit. It really doesn't take long. It just takes a couple weeks, honestly, of just being conscious of your thoughts and where they're leading you, and stay persistent, because it will pay off. It will absolutely pay off. It will help you to find that balance. Yeah. See, we've got positive change. Not only is it saying you've got positive change with doing this, it's also saying you've got some positive change coming in your balancing your career and your home life. You open yourself up to the fact that things are changing, that life is not always going to be this bad, that this has just been a learning curve and you're on your way out of it. Talk yourself out of it. See all the good sides. Be positive. You are going to bring so much purification in being able to let go. I need to, yeah. Okay, so I'm feeling that this is about tapping into our own inner wisdom. We are our own teachers. We do learn our life lessons in our ways. We look to other people. We look to role models and people that we see are successful. And we go, well, oh, if I do what they do, then I'm going to succeed. And then I don't know, for myself, I fall flat on my ass when that happens, because I can't be what that other person is. I can learn a few things from them. I can take what they have to offer and I can say, yeah, that works for me and I can do that in my life and I can incorporate that into it. But that's really just me tapping into my wisdom and going, oh, I recognize this teaching. Oh, yeah, this works for me. And opening up to our own inner wisdom and our own guidance, where we pick and we choose what piece of the information, what we're hearing, what is it that works best for us. Because really, we are our own people, and none of us are supposed to live exactly as the other person does. So we have to prioritize. King Solomon, priorities. What is really important in your life? I mean, we all want money, and we all want love, and a great sex life, But those are kind of just things. I think that we have to prioritize and ask ourselves, what is the feeling? What is our heart asking us to do? What feeling do we want to have in our life every single day? I myself, I want to bring more joy into my life. I want to bring abundance and prosperity, and I want to know how that feels, in order to move forward. Oh, I'm getting carried away. So, anyways, it is important to prioritize, but it's important to prioritize coming from your heart, not from your ego material side, if that makes any sense. White buffalo calf woman. She's an amazing healer. She's an amazing healer. And she comes to us all to offer new beginnings and cleansing of the past and all the negativity that we've experienced. And I feel like this card is telling us that even though this part was confusing for me to get through to you guys, that it really doesn't matter. Have peace within and know that you have inner wisdom to guide you. And when you focus on your priorities and you stay persistent in being positive, that beautiful, beautiful things are coming. It is change and transformation. We all have that opportunity, and she is here to bless us with that today. Crystals, huh? I won't do that one yet. Well, I have a lot of crystals out here today, and I do use them. I love to wear them. But I think crystals are sometimes about remembering the force of nature around us. That we have elementals, we have angels, we have fairies, we have elves and house gnomes, and we have the rocks and the crystals and the trees and the flowers. All of these things are life. All of these things have a spark of the God essence in them. And we need to remember to connect with that, and to remember that there's healing in nature, and there's healing in abundance around us when we can connect and be aware of the beauty that nature brings to us. And when we can do that, that keeps us in a positive frame of mind, keeps us feeling good. And when we do that, we feel more confident, and we can start to take charge of our lives. We can start to change and purify the thoughts that are in our head, and we can start to let go. And we can remember that we are the wisdom keepers for ourselves. So some of us are probably struggling with the labels that we wear and the mantles that we wear. We're daughters, we're sons, we're cousins, we're brothers, we're sisters, we are nieces and nephews, we are grandchildren, we are an employee, we are always wearing a different hat for the different circumstances that we find ourselves in. And it's time for us to integrate and combine all of those hats and all of those pieces of ourselves so that we can be the real us, so that we can let go. And we can let go of those thoughts and those things. We can purify our intentions and our understanding of who we are. And we can say, well, I'm not just a mother, and I'm not just a worker for this person. I am me, and I'm a good mom, and I'm a good worker, but I'm me first and foremost. And doing that and being persistent will bring the balance into our lives that we're looking for, where we will finally be happy, and we'll be ready for that positive change. We'll see it everywhere we are. And here we have Mother Mary. She's reminding us to nurture ourselves. Don't put too much pressure on yourself with this. This is a big reading, especially for the first one I've ever done like this, and I'm putting it out here on the video. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. But you've got Mother Mary and you've got Kuan Yin. And Lady Nada, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's so loving and so compassionate. All three of these women, kind of like Maiden, Mother, and Crone, they're offering you so much love, and they're saying it's all right here for us. Just let go of the BS that keeps you back from being who you are and keeps you having to divide yourself in all these different facets. Combine. Be the person that you were meant to be. Nurture yourself. And you know what? Nurturing doesn't always mean... For me, it used to mean I'm going to eat a bag of chocolate and I'm going to watch movies all day long. Now, sometimes nurturing, I actually cleaned my ceiling fan last week, and that was so nurturing because it had been bothering the bejeebers out of me. So nurturing yourself takes on many different facets. Just find yourself doing what makes your heart feel best and what relaxes your mind and your soul. And remember that there's great, 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 great peace here for you. This is a peace offering. So I am going to, because it is so much fun. I love Doreen Virtue, like I said before, so it's picking up her magical unicorns deck. See if they can have any clarification for this. What I'd really like clarification on, because I'm quite confused, is the crystals. I feel like I really flubbed on that one, and so let's see what the unicorns in the universe has to give. Ooh. This is, well, it flew out, so I have to put it down. Talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. Sometimes, if you have friends in your life that you can open up to and talk about all the crazy stuff that's in your head, and hopefully we all have at least one friend like that. I do. My dear, dear friends Meredith and Kimberly. I don't know what I'd do without them. I really, really don't. Talking about all of these things that are in your head and being able to discern, not even discern, just being able to talk about it, just getting it out of your head makes the biggest amount of difference. Because once it's out of there, like suddenly you have all this space inside of you for more thoughts and more good things. So don't keep this stuff to yourself. Don't stay all locked up inside thinking that your thoughts are weird or people are going to judge you. If you've got the right friends in your life, talk about it. And you know what? If you don't, journal. And sometimes I've taken my talk that I need to talk, I take it to my higher self, or I take it to God, Goddess. And sometimes if there's a particular person that's really, really bothering me or I'm having issues with, I talk to them in my head and I work it out with them in my head, how I want it to go. And then all of a sudden, it seems like things between that person and I are much better. And there's at least a better energy for me. So, yeah, let's go to the next card. Okay, so this is something that I think most of us understand this day. We need to drink a lot of water. But really what the unicorns are saying, they're saying drink a lot of water. Well, the card itself says, drink more water and eat food with water in them, such as fruits and vegetables. That's part of our purification process, because when we can purify the toxins in our body and flush them out, it helps us to purify on all levels. So eat more naturally is really what we're being guided to do. So many people these days are wondering about the ketonic diet and the paleo diet and how am I going to lose weight, and I feel so uncomfortable. And the answer is so amazingly simple. It's eat foods that only grow in nature and eat as many watery, fibery foods as you can. And you'd be amazed at what happens when you start to take out the sugar and the flour and stuff out of your diet, and you incorporate more fruits and vegetables and you're drinking more water. Suddenly everything just flows better. Everything plumps up inside of you. All of your organs are functioning correctly, and you're eliminating correctly. And trust me, this isn't something that's going to take, it's not going to be overnight for many of us. Many of us have polluted our systems for years. I still love pasta and bread and convenience food. So I'm not perfect with this either. I mean, this message is as much for me as it is for everybody else. But as soon as we can start getting back to eating foods that are whole and pure, we're going to start to feel a lot better. We're going to have more clarity within us, more energy. It's going to be a lot easier to let go of the stuff that, we've been hanging on to for so long. So let's see what else. One more. Just see what else I want to do. So much for clarifying my crystals card. Ha! Just be yourself. Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. I think it's kind of been what I keep saying throughout this whole reading is just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. You're unique. You're original. We are not supposed to be like everybody else. Yeah, we may want to be like Beyonce, but there's only one Beyonce. So find out who you are. Don't be afraid of yourself. Let it all go. Let it all go. And nurture yourself. Love yourself. You've got to love yourself. As soon as you love yourself, you can love everybody else. And the world just changes. The world just changes. Okay, so one more card. This is not even a divinity kind of a card set. This is Yoga for the Hands, and it's by Sabrina Mesco. And it's super cool. I'm just going to ask the universe to Give me a card that everyone here will resonate to and that will bring them peace and happiness. Oh, this is awesome. Diminishing worries. Can you see how her hands are being held? I'll read it in the back. Okay, the back of it says, sit with a straight spine. Bring your hands in front of your solar plexus, palms facing up. The sides of your little fingers and the inner sides of your palms are touching. Your middle fingers are touching and perpendicular to your palms. Palms. I can't even say it today. Extend your thumbs away from your palms. Hold and keep your fingers stretched as little antennas for energy. Okay, so that sounded really confusing. So I'm going to put my hands in front of here and hope that I can do this. Spine straight. Bring your hands up. Palms facing up. Sides of your little fingers and the inner sides of your palms are touching. Your middle fingers are touching and perpendicular to your palms. Extend your thumbs away from your palms. Oh, that totally didn't work. I'm so glad I'm not publishing this. All right, people, you know what? I'm just going to diminish this one right now. I can't even see it with my eyes. I'm really having a hard time with my eyes today. Oh, I see. This is how it is, people. You're sitting. Your palms are up. You're touching. These are touching, okay? And then these are touching. There we go. So from your end, it'll look like this. Yeah, and her fingers are pointed out like a gun. All right. So if you get that hand moved down, what you do is you breathe long and deep and slow, and you repeat with each breath mentally, which is the universal sound for God in his absolute state. It's also for gratitude. Do this. Usually it's like 3 minutes, but do it for as long as you want. If you can only do it for a few breaths, that's okay, because it's going to work anyways. So I hope that people find this helpful. I hope you've enjoyed it with all of my faux pas and everything like that. And I hope very much to do another one for you soon. Give me a thumbs up, people. Thank you.